some fires. You guys up for setting fires? I am. 1, 2, 3 fires. 3 tiny fires. It's always a good time to set fires. Responsibly. I should put the caveat in there. All right. Let's check this way then.
Why not add some fire?
Maestro Johnish?
I'm here, my darling, to teach you another lesson. To stop being a slave. It's not enough to escape from slavery.
Enough flapping your jaw, Janet.
I don't know if I ever did their cross, so.
Do you see this key? It's the only way to open your cages. But there's a problem. After it opens one lock, it breaks. Only one of you can get out. Just one. So, you'll have to decide, my darlings. To kill the slave in you, you'll have to kill. Begin!
Yep. The doors weren't even locked. Okay. Save again.
What are you looking for here, you pariah? There is no place for you in your world, and there won't be a place in my dominion.
Get out, witch! When my friends find their way here, we'll pluck off your petals.
Your friends? Am I hearing it right? You think any of them are still alive?
Keep talking. I don't believe your tales.
Why would I lie to you? You are the reason that everyone you care about dies. You get banished from everywhere like the plague. Your soul is poisoned, like an animal gone mad. I will leave you with that. Farewell.
Wow. Come on, we need to go.
I mind. Keep going means keep going. I told you, you are my tribe. Together, we'll tear anyone to pieces.
All right, okay. Not our ideal team, but we've got almost a full team. Should be able to handle almost anything that comes at us. As I say, I want to make sure she's got the cold iron one equipped. Kitty, I thought I'd never find you in this house. I and my people came to help you, but the damn portal and even more damn fog has separated us from each other. I have to find my people. I'll wait for you at the entrance once I find them. Okay.
Where am I?
In the cage you wanted to escape so desperately, my little Skylark.
Kill me. Torture me if you want, Nyrissa. But I will serve you no more.
I don't need your service. I only wanted to know.
What the?
How you, so devoted to good, could so diligently look the other way, while there was evil happening right under your nose.
Jaethal, no! Stop!
What happened? Where am I?
In a place worthy of you, Inquisitor.
All done with
Are you
food.
prepared to keep fighting for those who never appreciate you? Those who despise you and think you a monster?
Oh, Saren Ray, give me the strength to overcome evil. Give me the fire to burn the disgusting undead servant of the fallen goddess!
Bring me the heart of this useless creature, and I will give you new life in the First World.
What a pity. He was a nullity in life, but it's sad to see resources wasted so.
You're a murderer. I don't want your help.
Unwise. You should not squander your companions now, when you're under such desperate circumstances. Right?
Wrong. Get out.
If you insist.
Oh no!
Time becomes distance.
I wonder what happens if we... I want to try something. Because I kind of have an idea, and I want to try something. I don't know if it's going to matter.
I crave for adventure.
Like, what if I go to the other reality? Okay, no, it doesn't. It looks like this doesn't matter.
Else we miss all the fun.
Looks like we're just left with him being dead.
Where am I?
In the cage you wanted to escape so desperately, my little Skylark.
Kill me. Torture me if you want, Nyrissa. but I will serve you no more.
I don't need your service. I only wanted to know.
Like, I should be able to go and just kill Jathal here.
How you, so devoted to good, could so diligently look the other way, while there was evil happening right under your nose.
Jathal, no! Stop!
What happened? Where am I?
In a place worthy of you, Inquisitor. Are you prepared to keep fighting for those who never appreciate you? Those who despise you and think you a monster?
Oh, Saren Ray, give me the strength to overcome evil. Give me the fire to burn the disgusting undead servant of the fallen goddess!
Bring me the heart of this useless creature, and I will give you new life in the First World.
What a pity. He was a nullity in life, but it's sad to see resources wasted so.
Your murder, I don't want your help.
Unwise. You should not squander your companions now, when you're under such desperate circumstances.
Wrong.
If you
Get out.
insist.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Okay. And we come up here. And we didn't go down here.
That's not the way I wanted to get to the First World.
You've dreamed of this for a long time, haven't you? To dive into a vortex of wonder and discovery.
Chapstick here somewhere.
While
Here
your
it is.
foes tramp the dirty roads of Golarion. The return here, where it all began, the prototype, the precursor of all that is known to mortals. And it lies open before you. But you will need a mighty protector to explore the First World. Accept my help and my blessing.
You do understand that your so-called offer, in fact, leaves me no choice. I am completely alone in the dominion of a mighty and unpredictable creature. A refusal might cost me my life.
So don't refuse.
And yet, I'm saying no. To put it bluntly, you are asking me to betray a friend who I deeply respect. Some friend would I be if I gave in to blackmail.
My protection costs much, but refusing it costs 100-fold more.
Step.
I didn't expect you to get here so soon. Just a moment, I'm almost finished.
We have to
Of
go.
course. I just can't wait to pay a visit to Lady Nyrissa. I should like to help her become history, both literally and figuratively.
All right. Okay, and then he can be leveled. Next. Trickery. Yeah, I'll do that. Um... let's see. Ooh, let's do that. Blinding bombs? Curse bomb. Ooh. I'm gonna go with that. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, now he can become a dragon. Yes. Let me see here. I'm going to use some potions. Use the smallest ones first, just because. Okay.
And what have we here?
Knock. Knock, knock.
Is that the sound of your knees shaking in fear? I took you for a hero. For only a hero would be brave enough to come here. Or are you something else? A shabby, tattered bit of comedy, perhaps?
I am hero. Great hero.
Are you? Am I the only one who sees that? I don't think your master sees anything of the sort. Are you not put aside, laughed at, ridiculed, treated as your tribe treated you?
No, she is a hero, and so I am. Am I? Me, hero, and I will stop you.
No, you contemptuous little thing. You cannot stop me. But if you truly are a hero come to challenge me, then you may join the others who came before. In death.
All right, knock knock. Let's go.
There you are, taking your time.
Go with that.
Knock knock ears. With ears.
Okay. Hey, Tachil, how you doing? F5.
Becomes distant.
Slowly getting through this. Okay, so this is just outside.
Forwards! No backwards, backwards.
Step, step, step.
It's like I heard water.
Blood for Gorham!
Knock knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Oh, I need to rearrange my people.
Is all this
Hang
blood
on.
Mine?
Okay,
Never thought
that's
I
not
had that
that's not
much.
good. That's just terrible. Okay. But yeah, no, because we need a Miri in the front. There we go.
Time becomes distance.
Okay, let's see what's this way.
Step, step.
There's a wizard in the mirror. Misty chamber in the underground floor. Misty chamber in the underground floor. You can get where the final key is stored from there. Oh. So my Robin thought she could trick me. Tried to spy, didn't you? Well, yes, because I'm not a traitor and I don't abandon my friends. Such loyalty. I know just how to reward it. Ah, the Queen of the Sandcastle. You made it. After defeating the Jabberwock, I have to admit, I'm impressed. But what will you do now? Pick up the silly little bard's body? What did you do to Lindsay? She thought she could trick the mistress. Well, she's not the first one, and she won't be the last. Get out of my way. I want Nerissa, and I will get to her. No, silly creature. It's Nerissa who wants you. You are the last grain of dust that will fall in the apology, and I will bring this grain to her. Okay, those are all archers. I mean, of course we're gonna focus on the main one.
I grant you death. No strike wasted.
At least as much as we can. Oh, he's running away. Why?
This spell has other uses.
It wouldn't let me kill him. Boo.
Let us strike as one.
Not used to lighting enemies on
How are you doing, though, Tachio?
Tear them apart! Cannot hide from me.
Good, your PS5 is set up. Nice. And you got a pulling dilemma in Honkai Impact. I mean, that's kind of where I was in Genshin. I ended up just saving my thingies. That's awesome, though, Tachio. I'm so happy for you. I still kind of can't believe that I got one. does this do?
Be easy, not fight back.
They go down!
Nowhere to run.
So what are your first thoughts, Chichil? My mammoth went backwards! Because he's frightened. That would make sense. Your first thoughts are Final Fantasy VII Remaster upgrade and upgrade your version and download. Nice! Oh. I'm hoping desperately to finish this today so we can get started on our Horizon replay.
Do not falter! Ah!
Actually. There we go. That works.
I aim true.
Apparently, fuck, one of the Final Fantasy, like, one of the newest, like, single-player Final Fantasy game, I think, like, obviously not the one that is going to come out soon, was part of either PlayStation Plus or, like, the thing you get for having a PlayStation 5 and PlayStation Plus. So I'm gonna have to add that to my list now sometime. Your library is huge. My PlayStation library is honestly not massive. But, it's decent. And now that I've got the PS5, I imagine I'll probably get a lot more. Because I love that controller and the haptic feedback and the adaptable triggers and everything. Reading on news on Spartacus. I want to throw a fireball. Do I know? I do not. What is Spartacus? I've heard of it. Actually, I've heard about that. PlayStation's... Now that you say it, I've heard of it. Okay. I mean, until I'm making more money, I can't really afford subscriptions anyways. As it is, there is a decent chance I'm gonna have to cancel the ones that I have because apparently there are people that believe I don't deserve a living wage. So, yeah. That's all I'm gonna say on that here, outside of Discord.
Onwards!
The problem is the time to do it.
Come here, back.
But I've got an appointment next week, and I'm hoping that that will help give me options. Because I know what people would say. They would say, well, use your weekends. And it's... being here and streaming is the only thing that keeps me sane. Without streaming, I have no doubt that I would be at the point where I am not keeping food down and just more or less, like, for lack of a better way to put it, not wanting to live. So, if you were a streamer, you'd spend all your evenings streaming too. Like, it even goes beyond that. Like, it's... I think it's hard to explain to people because I know of a lot of streamers and a lot of people that work full-time streaming or work full-time and stream, and they find it really hard to find that balance. And I mean, in my case, I am lucky that Mux is, one, understanding, and two, and you know I'm joking about this, can't say anything because we met on Twitch. But nah, he knows that if he ever needs me to take time off, I will for him. But like, legit, this is the only time I feel like myself right now when I'm here. So I can't let that, I can't give that up. This is what gives my life purpose and meaning right now. Having a good mod back me up, that must be a help too. Yeah, I mean, if any regulars are interested, I have been thinking about getting another mod as well. You know, Mux is a lot more than a mod, but yeah. Well, you know, that's kind of the thing. It's like, I don't know, like, and it's not just him though. Like, you, Tachil, Tooch, who else? Killbach, Beaches, Diggler, Lander, all those regular people that stop in, even if not for every game, but every once in a while. You know, like, I don't know. The lady that streams and drops in. Mel, yeah. Mel, absolutely. Like, even you guys, like, I don't know, like I said, this is what gives me purpose right now. And I don't know. It's probably why I like why I'm cool with taking it so seriously and why I'm trying so damn hard to make it, like, to grow the channel and, like, to the best of my ability. I admit my social skills are shit. And as such, a lot of my networking skills are shit. So, but I do my best, and you know, I've got a small network of streamers, and we kind of swap viewers, and you know, do what we can. So, but yeah, like, that's why I don't think that I could. That's why I don't think that I could give up much of my streaming time. Unless it was for, you know, like Mux or, you know, the cats or something like that. Because aside from those two things, this is what gives me purpose in life right now. So, I mean, it shows I need to be doing this. I mean, if you guys could see how I am after work sometimes. I mean, you guys have probably even seen it sometimes where I will start a stream either on a Saturday or after work, and I'll just be really upset. And by the time I get going, you know, I'm like this, you know? So, I don't know. Everybody's got their thing. This is mine. You've had glimpses, and the settling into the stream has certainly helped me. Yeah. Well, and that's the kind of the thing. It's like when I have those short streams, it's because for some reason the streaming isn't helping as much that day, which is, you know, it's gonna happen. But, no, like,
Stay behind me.
I don't know. I see a lot of things sometimes with people trying to start streaming. And they've always got... Like, it's always interesting seeing people's mindset behind starting.
Bring it.
You know, like, oh, I've always wanted to be a streamer. Oh, I want to make some side money doing my hobby of gaming. You know, this or that. Or, like, I want to be the next so-and-so. Or, I honestly started because back when I started in, I think, 2017, long before most of you guys were hanging out here. If you're back checking your downloads, no worries. But yeah, like long before a lot of the now regulars were around, I started so that I didn't spiral too far, just to give myself something to do. So, I love it. Can't even really imagine not streaming now, so. Fireball. Pew. That is not a lot of damage. Okay.
I require healing.
Tear them apart!
There we go. Okay. Here.
Nowhere to run.
What is the reduction? Exception's cold iron, but he has cold iron. I'm so confused, but that's okay, I guess. What else is new? These acid ones seem to work relatively well. You need a health potion, lady. You're back? Yeah, no worries.
Let us strike as one!
Which knife to use? Ha! Huh. Ha!
This should hopefully finish her off. No! Oh, come on!
True.
The mistress will deal with you.
Shaking his fist farewell, the horned hunter leans heavily against the door that led to the second floor. As if recognizing him, the door opened, allowing Nyrissa's terrifying servant through. He rushes away. The bodies of slain satyrs lay by the queen's feet, but the heroine's eyes were not fixed on them. A little further along, the daring, talented, restless Lindsay, loyal chronicler and friend, lay motionless on the ground. She was dead. Realizing what happened, the queen...
Oh. Took the finished book from her dead hands and clasped it to her heart like the most cherished treasure in the world.
The visions of the house at the edge of time have revealed to the queen the sad truth. Lindsay never betrayed her. She just wanted to find out Nyrissa's plans. Pretending diligently to be interested and excited, Lindsay asked questions and finally discovered that there is a special place in the house at the edge of time, a shrine where the apology was kept, a cup holding the dust of almost 1,000 kingdoms. If we reach this treasure, the evil nymph will definitely not be able to hide from us any longer. The entrance to the shrine opens with 3 keys. The wriggling man keeps the first key, the Gnurly Witch the second one, and the third one is stored in a secret room on the first floor. To get inside, one must pass through the mist chamber in the underground part of the house. Upon discovering all this, Lindsay decided to set off and find the third key to help the queen. But she was caught and murdered. I knew solo missions were not my thing. And then, standing over the body of her most loyal companion, the queen thought, how is it that this very moment is being described in the book if the author is already dead?
Something's wrong here.
Yes, it's me, right here in the book. It's a good thing you found me, and that you can read. I've written all about the key, all right? You can find it somewhere in the mist, or using the mist. I didn't quite understand it all myself. You know, I was so scared when I stood at the door of the house and realized there was no one around. And then I got inside the book. This probably doesn't happen to souls often, even here in the first world. This is so strange. I can't decide whether it's exciting or sad. I've been thinking, can books read other books? Otherwise, when we defeat everyone and return home, I'll be bored. I'll have to live in the library. It's dusty, and maybe you could put me in a display case in the throne room? I'd sniffle, but can't. Thank you for everything. It was such an exciting adventure. Please don't forget to take me with you wherever you go. I have to know how it all ends. Finish my story. It's too early to put a period on it.
Okay. Period. The mayhem is just getting started. I hope you're ready to write about all my coming achievements. Okay. still need to try and find them.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
I'm wondering if I have to... Okay, wait, hang on. Can I camp? Yes. Oops. Use rations. Okay.
Trail me. I am your shield.
Does nobody have heals? Like... Well, that's shitty. Okay.
So many thoughts. So little time.
I'm guessing we have to do this and then explore.
Shall we move? We shall move!
Look ahead.
Step.
I keep hearing that trigger and then I don't actually see anything.
Let's finish them quick.
Stop beating on knock-knock! There we go. Hey, Lander!
I grant you death.
They go down! Do not falter!
Oh, getting dizzy.
Oh, this is terrible. Okay, well, I'm gonna load because fuck this. I do not want to waste time. I'm just trying to find Kalika. Like, Kalika in Canera. Actually, I think I'm gonna have to go back. Let's actually go back because I need to get Harem because we don't have anybody that can heal right now, and he will have to be our healer. We'll bring him instead of her.
Time becomes distance.
Okay. This purple glow is... So there's like this mist in this area, and if I've got the purple glow, then I just walk through it. If I don't, I go to a different reality. So there's 2 different realities that this entire place exists in. And so with the purple glow, you stay within your reality. Without it, then whenever you go into the mist, you go to the other reality.
Patience.
Penguin, what are you doing? You guys see this paw? This is a penguin. Physical therapy was rough today. I've been through physical therapy for my concussion, and yeah, I know, like, that shit can be rough. Yeah, I'm gonna try one thing. I don't know if it's gonna work, but... Because there's only one spot that we haven't been. So it's gotta be where they are. For the most part, Tristan died. The 2 mages died, but I've never used them anyways. And I'm trying to find Kalika and Kanera.
Take the bait.
Although, I don't know if it really matters.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Tristan died, yeah. He got killed by, fuck, what's her face? Jaethal. He got killed by Jaethal. I'm just gonna save constantly here, though. We brought Harem because he's got some level of healing. And that's pretty much all I got right now. We got no healer, really.
I did it. I did.
The story won't be complete until we gather all the characters, right?
What a beautiful place. Ah, the way it sings of solitude. No, just look at her. Walking around the enemy's lair, enjoying the scenery. You're a crazy goat. How do you even survive without me? Canera, how can both of us be here? Is this a dream? I don't know. Wait, what's that noise?
Trail me.
And snow. Do you like snow? Oh, what am I thinking? Of course, you'll say snow is impractical. I'll even say I'm ready to listen to your poetic chatter for a while, once we escape from this beautiful but rather dangerous palace. Oh, look!
How can you both be here?
It's all because of the house at the edge of time. At least, we think that's why. This place, it's like it's split and exists both here and there. Today and yesterday. Even the mirrors here show delayed.
I know
reflections.
Kalika can heal as well,
I was
so.
wandering here alone, passed through the mist, and Canera was standing on the other side. It's a good thing I thought of going through the same mist and caught up with this dreamer. I was right on time for the Soul Eater. It wasn't real, of course. Someone had unleashed an illusion on us. If we didn't know that you helped save us from that creepy fiend, we might have taken the bait. We're ready for anything. Ready or not, but we can roast a few Fae along the way. Lead on.
I can have both now! Can she be my healer? I can have both of them now! Oh, maybe she can be my healer. Okay, I want to try this. Wait, I don't have them. It didn't save my choices.
Who will prevent?
Oh no.
Does it? Ouch.
I got you dead.
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first. That hurt? Good.
Tear them apart!
There's two real good healers in the next game. I'm honestly a little apprehensive about the next game. I feel like this one dragged on way too much. And sacrificed good video gameplay mechanics, and good video gameplay procedures and strategy, whatever, for trying to stay too close, right on the rules of the tabletop. Oh. Fuck. There's one dragging part. You'll say that what you've seen so far, the pacing besides that seems good. I just feel like, for me, it's. I was kind of talking about this with Mux earlier. It's that, like, I'm all for long games, but this one, this one is. What did I say? Hang on, I'm gonna look at what I said because I said like something very specific. It's like some of the fights just feel really grindy. Like, for example, in this case, when every single one of your people is out of your control, and it's like you're essentially just sitting here watching the screen for 20 minutes, what's the point? You know? And then beyond that, I feel like there's you very quickly, in terms of like the overall length of the game, like, so percentage of being through the game, essentially stop seeing new mechanics. And so you're essentially just doing the same thing over and over and over again for the last 100 hours. And that's where it kind of falls a little flat for me. Again, I know not everybody is gonna have these issues with it. It's just my own personal opinion. Fears, petrifies, like petrifications, immobilizations. It's like there's so many. Whereas, like, I played Divinity Original Sin 2, and I have played through that at least 2 or 3 times. And I still want to play through it again eventually at some point. Actually, I have all of the Divinity games. Divinity Original Sin games now, I think. Like, I have the first one as well. So I kind of want to play through a bunch of their games now. So I'd probably play through the Divinity Original Sin 2 again the next time I do like a full franchise or developer playthrough, I guess. You want to play that, you just haven't made time for it. So much fun. Good story, meaningful choices.
Go.
Nowhere to run.
There we go. Original Sin 2 is awesome. See, Mux has barely even made it out of the prologue, and Mux enjoys Original Sin 2. Choices do matter at least a little more than the next one. Well, no, and I can see where choices matter in this one. Like, especially now that I'm at this point. I don't know. Like I said, personal opinion, I feel like this one gets a little too grindy for no reason. And I say that being somebody who was a very avid WoW player and shit.
Bring it.
One down. Like, I've played a lot of grindy games. You understand my opinion is valid and you share some of them? Yeah. Well, and one thing about this community is people can think whatever they want, you know? As long as we're not hating on any person or group, everybody's opinion is valid. You know, somebody could say this is the best, unless we're talking about the Wheel of Time show. In which case, that thing's a piece of trash. No, like even that, like I've heard from people who haven't read the books that even that's like a good show. But so it's like, I mean, everybody can have their own opinion. Just because I like something doesn't mean you guys have to. You guys are here. That's all that matters, you know? Just because I hate something doesn't mean you guys can't think it's the best thing in the world. Everybody's got their things, you know? Opinion, I'm fantastic and you're glad I exist. Well, thank you. We were actually talking a little bit earlier about how much the streaming means to me and shit, so. Speaking of, though, I think it's about time that I stretch my legs, so. We'll do that after this fight.
True.
See, like, having half of my team be essentially useless for so long is just annoying as fuck. Damn it.
Tear them apart.
Shit. I did that wrong. guess I can try that. Let us see. Can you do anything useful? Not really.
I grant you death.
Since I'm here, you can share your endgame party. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I'm honestly... Like, I know I still have the no spoilers and no backseating tag, but that's mostly just so that if I decide not to... Well, okay, I still want no spoilers in terms of the story. But the main reason still for the no backseating is just so that if people come in telling me what to do, I can say... F off. If I don't want to take their advice. Honestly, at this point, I just want to get through the game, so... Okay, there we go, there we go. Was you a kinetic knight, a mercenary paladin, Ekin, Octavia, Tristan, and Regengar? Oh, see, I also got Octavia and Regengar dead. Yeah. They decided to be barbecue, I think. They were hot for each other.
Cannot hide from me.
And then Tristan died. And then obviously we lost Lindsay. So like that's like all of my healers there. So I'm just kind of screwed. Like legit screwed. Ah! All right. The mammoth is no longer afraid. Puppy is though. No, stop. You had earth and electric powers. Very fun having 4/5 with haste. Chances to trip attack. Nice. See, I'm a pyromaniac at heart. We actually have some really cool ideas for PC builds for me later.
Nowhere to run.
When we can afford to do the things that I want.
No strength wasted. Let yourself exposed.
And like, I mean in real life too. Back when I was a teenager and not doing so well, I used to set stuff on fire in my room. Always, like, I would always have a cup of water. And I would set like pencils and stuff on fire. Is he? Oh, he's not afraid anymore. Sweet. Your friend Renee wrote a fantasy novel about a girl like that, actually.
Bring it!
Mux keeps promising me that I can set fires when I go visit him, and then we keep forgetting to do it. So, next time, Mux, I'm holding you to that. I'm setting fires. You're all for the fires, okay. Set his heart ablaze with passion. I mean, we had that kind of fire. But I want fire! There's a lot of that kind of fire. Anyways, hold tight, guys. I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna go stretch my legs and all that fun stuff.